Hey YouTube, I am Bashierr. This is a sad video for me to make. I'm just going to say it right now, the Rise of Skywalker is going to suck. I really hope I'm wrong. I really want to be optimistic. The thing is though, the patterns that we've seen the last, I don't know, since I've been in high school, probably junior high, is that Hollywood just wants to throw their political opinions down our throat. They want to cram their agenda into every single movie that they make. Hollywood is all about pandering to SJWs, and that's what Star Wars has become. They put SJW messages into Ghostbusters, Doctor Who, A Wrinkle in Time, Cloak and Dagger, Game of Thrones. The new Watchmen series is probably the worst of all. They're literally taking all of the great science fiction fantasy stories that we know, and they're inserting their political agenda into them. And yes, I know that throughout the history of science fiction and fantasy, I know that there have been political messages in both fantasy and in science fiction. I know that George Lucas put opinions on the Vietnam War into the Return of the Jedi. The thing was, it wasn't overt. One of my favorite examples of this is probably my favorite science fiction author, Robert Heinlein. He wrote a book, Time Enough for Love. You've probably heard of it. And it became super popular among the hippie culture in the 1970s. And none of them realized Robert Heinlein was very conservative, very libertarian. So the point is, you can put your political agenda into science fiction and fantasy in small ways and not have it ruin the story. The thing is that what Hollywood does now is they so blatantly throw it into every scene that they can that it just destroys the whole series. According to data that was collected by Quantcast, and then Forbes published an article on it, the typical Star Wars fan is 18 to 44 and they're male. So if I could ask Robert Iger and Kathleen Kennedy one question, it would be, knowing that your demographic is male and knowing that half the country is Republican and half Democrat, why would you put such a blatant SJW message into your movies? I don't think that these people are idiots. I don't think Iger or Kennedy are dumb. I think they're very, very smart. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt here. I'm going to assume that they worked hard and intelligently for their positions and they didn't receive handouts. So I think they know that if you have a group of 100 people and you know that you're going to make a movie that's going to piss off 50 of them, you're going to lose money. Instead of creating a movie that's just good for 100 people, you're going to make more money. You're going to sell more tickets. So I don't know what they're thinking here. I really enjoyed the Solo movie. I thought it was pretty good. It had flaws, but I'd give it a 7 out of 10. But I never went and saw it in the movie theater because I was so pissed off about The Last Jedi. I wasn't the only one either. It was the only Star Wars movie to ever lose money. It lost something like $50 to $80 million, but if you include like all the merchandising deals that they lost, future marketing, future movies, it's probably closer to like 150 or 200 mil. Maybe even more, because I've heard that they had to cancel one of the trilogies they were planning. They might have to cancel the Rian Johnson trilogy, or he just may not do it. So who knows? We'll never know how much they actually lost from the failure of the current Star Wars franchise. I don't think people are excited for the new movie either. I remember when The Force Awakens came out, I bought my tickets, I want to say 2 months in advance. I bought them, think like October, probably around October 20th, October 21st of 2015, and the movie released on December 18th. I literally just bought my tickets for the Rise of Skywalker 3 days ago, and I was able to choose from half the seats in the movie theater for the 7 p.m. on October 19th showing here in Tucson, Arizona. We're just not excited anymore. If I was a director or a producer, I wouldn't expect people who disagree with my political beliefs or my agenda to enjoy a movie that I make if I put all those agendas into the movie. I don't know why Hollywood thinks that they can get away with it. All Disney and Lucasfilm have to do to literally make billions of dollars on the Star Wars franchise is to keep politics out of it. People want to go to movies to be entertained, not taught a lesson. You can turn on CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, listen to a podcast of your favorite political columnist to be fed your political agenda. I don't understand why Hollywood thinks it's their place to politicize everything. The great actor Anthony Hopkins, he says it pretty well. He says, "People ask me questions about present situations in life, and I say, I don't know, I'm just an actor. I don't have any opinions. Actors are pretty stupid. My opinion is not worth anything. There is no controversy for me, so don't engage me in it, because I'm not going to participate." For someone who says he's pretty stupid, this is kind of a brilliant thing to say. The rest of Hollywood should follow his advice. Stay away from controversy, Disney. You're pissing off at least half of your viewership. If you want to make billions more than you already do, if you want to stay in business over the next 100 years, keep your agenda to yourself and entertain us. Instead of writing social justice warrior characters, write good characters. We don't care if they're male or female, as long as they are well written. We do care when you write a character like Rey that can't fail at anything just because she's a woman. We also care when you destroy Luke Skywalker and write him out of existence because the idea that a man can be strong, compassionate, and the hero doesn't fit the SJW narrative of today. I think Star Wars made progress with The Mandalorian. I think that it's an apology for everything I've talked about. It's an apology to the fan base. They kept the SJW and political agenda out of it. Fans are ecstatic about it. It's the first time in a long time that the fan base isn't divided or angry about the story. The sad thing here is that it's not a great story. It's decent. It's okay. I'd go as far to say it's good. It's not great, though. I think that our expectations are just so low of Star Wars right now that The Mandalorian is being received much better than it would be had it been released, say, a decade ago. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening to my rant. I really hope I'm wrong. I really hope that the new Star Wars movie is a great story, that it engages the entire fan base, and it doesn't cater to one side or the other. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, and may the Force be with you.